Welcome to this Your.Daily 180 Bible study. We're in the midst of a number of studies on the church that you read about in the Bible. And this week we're going to be talking about biblically defining the church. And I want to start with this word church because I tell you, I'm not ashamed of the word church, but I am terribly disappointed at the connotation that it carries in the mind of many people when they think of the idea of church. When we think about what the Bible means by church, it's very different than what people think. Sometimes you have someone talk about, I'm going to church, and they talk about going to a particular building. Well, the reality is the church even when they're not in the building. We are to come together, to assemble, to worship together as God's people. Some people talk about the church as a building. Boy, that sure is a beautiful church. And they're really missing the point. The word church comes from a Greek word, ekklesia, which means the called out. And it doesn't always carry with it a religious connotation. In Acts chapter 19, verse number 39, there it refers to a group that has lawfully come together to discuss the affairs of the community. In the same chapter, Acts chapter 19, verse 32 and verse number 41, the ekklesia, it refers to a riotous mob. Now this is really significant because it talks about a people who are called out of one realm into another realm. This group's been called out, they're a riotous mob. But we see the concept of the church, the called out, even though the word's not used in Colossians chapter 1, verse 13, we see the concept there. Listen to Colossians chapter 1, verse 13. He has delivered us, that's the church, from the power of darkness and conveyed us into the kingdom, that's the church, of the Son of His love. You see, He's translated us from one kingdom into another kingdom. He took us out of one realm and put us into another realm. If you're part of the church which belongs to Jesus Christ, you have been called out of darkness. You've been called out of sin. You have been called into light. You've been called into the kingdom of God's dear Son. That's what it means to be part of the church which belongs to Jesus. It's not a man-made institution. It's not something that men have dreamed up, but it's to be part of the ideal which is revealed within the pages of the Bible. Oh, it's an exciting thing. And we hope that you'll strive to be part of the church which belongs to Jesus. Join us again next week.